Hi everybody, I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And we're
Tusicles Musicals.
Yay! And we just saw our first show of June.
Which is
Dun, 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 dun.
Pride Bill season.
That's not the name of the show.
No, but
Oh, I said we just saw our first show of the month, and you said which is Pride Bill season, and it sounded like that's the name of the show.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking differently.
Yeah.
Well, we got our first. Sorry, I'm thinking we have our first Pride Bill of the season.
Right. But
Which
this is our first show of June, which is Take Me Out with the Jessies. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Jesse Williams, and a lot of other good people. They're really good, actually. That's it. That's the review. They were really good, actually. No, but really. Oh my goodness. Take Me Out was, I was about to say it was our first play since being back at Broadway, but that's not true. We saw Chicken and Biscuits. We say this.
We saw For Color Girls.
Oh, and For Color Girls too.
Choreo poem.
Yeah, you know what? For Color Girls always throws me off because it didn't seem playish to me. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but you're right. This is our third play since we've been back. But it goes without saying we should see more plays.
Yes,
definitely.
We always say that, and we still always struggle.
I feel like that's how we got our start, was mostly seeing plays. Mm-hmm. And then we just kind of went to musicals, and then we just never left. And so we're not as well versed in plays, but I definitely really enjoyed
Take Me Out.
Take Me Out.
I never heard of it before. I never, like sports isn't really our thing, so like I don't know if I think if it was about any other sports, I don't think we would have been
as interested. Yeah, because baseball was kind of.
We do like baseball. I think as far
what
as
we see of it.
Yeah, we do like baseball. I like to play basketball rather than watch it. If that makes sense. So you know what I mean.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't like to play basketball, but yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw Take Me Out, and I had no idea what to expect going into Take Me Out.
I mean, the main thing we knew about Take Me Out was there was nudity. That was about it. Mm-hmm. But which is expected because it's a show about baseball players, and I'm assuming it would be like a locker room or a shower room. So, which there was, but that's the only thing we knew about Take Me Out. And then it was that whole scandal with Jesse, and Take Me Out is a show where they lock up your phones, obviously because of all the nudity.
Should we talk on that first?
Yeah, it's very graphic. So this was a new theater for us. We've never been to the Hayes Theater. The second stage is Hayes Theater. It's a very small theater.
Very small. But I liked it.
It's very cute. Yeah, it was. And we were in the Mez, and which has which ironically has stadium like seating. In the Mez. Well, I guess all Mezes have the stadium. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Man, I thought I did something. It's okay. So they have those what do they call it? Yonder
like pouches.
Yonder. Yeah, they call them boxes. So in our minds, we were expecting these like cases with like lock and key, but that's not really what they are. What they really are, they look kind of like neoprene lunch boxes, but for your phone, and there's like a magnetic ball that keeps it sealed shut. So you're in possession of your phone the whole time, but you're not able to open it without this like special like magnet is what it is. And then anyway, it was a total non-factor. It was a little bit sad we couldn't take our like little like Playbill selfie
photos.
Yeah, seated photo, but it was okay.
Because before you even get inside, they tell you to turn it off.
Yeah, they're like, turn it off. Here's your pouch. And then they're like, any other phones? Any work phones? I was like, oh no. But I was like, thank you for thinking I'm important enough to have a work phone. Like, but yeah, so that was cool. We were in the mezzanine. We were row E, so about midway in the mezzanine, mm-hmm. And then we were right. And
right at the end.
We were right at the end,
like on the wall.
I hit my elbow at one point during the show. I don't know if you recall. Mm-hmm. It's slightly tight, but it was okay. I mean, we've been at worse tight mezzanine seats anyway. These seats were 30 under 30. We didn't know. I'm not really familiar with like second stage like productions in the theaters, but yeah, they have a 30 under 30 program, and so that's how we got these tickets. Um, I would do it again actually because the vantage was not bad at all. You could see everything. I was not lost, which is I was a little worried about sitting in the mezzanine for a play. You know, like being confused, but it helps that I guess the show is it's a play, so like the cast is small and yeah, but yeah, it was really good. You want to give a little synopsis?
So Take Me Out is about oh geez, now I forgot his name. His name. How did I forget his name?
Whose name?
Jesse's name.
Oh, Darren.
Darren, sorry, thank you. Darren Lemon. It's about baseball player Darren Lemon. He gives off Derek Jeter vibes playing for the Yankees. He's like this biracial angel of a baseball player, and he just recently came out as like as gay, and that changes the mood of his team a bit because of course now he's different. You know, he's a different Darren now that you know that he actually is attracted to men. Right. And there's one point they talk about how, you know, they have to cover themselves up or like wonder he's thinking about them, you know, like sexually, you know, and you know, gaily, and he's just kind of like living his life basically. Like he's not interested, you know, he's basically just like, he's actually probably more asexual than anything because he's just so in love with baseball. And, you know, he's very confident. He calls himself a god at some point. And he has a business manager who's in control of his money, who's Jesse Tyler Ferguson's character. He nicknamed him Mars. Jesse Tyler Ferguson's character is not in the closet gay, but he's not like... he's not a part of the gay community because
so he says
he
lives in Chelsea.
He thinks he thinks he's like undesirable or something, but he's, you know, he's in
he's meant to be older, right?
A little bit. Yeah, he's in awe of like having like this portfolio of like this superstar baseball player, and you know they start a friendship, so to speak, you know, like it starts off as business, but you know they kind of find you know some things to talk about, you know. Anyway,
Joy's like doing like subplot C, and like what's the main the main thing is on their team they have this like we call like a wild card, great pitcher. He's awesome. He helps them win. He's like got this like troubled like past in history, and at some point you're like, oh no, you feel a little bad for him, but then we find out at like the same time as like their the team that he is this huge bigot, racist, misogynist, you know, like just all the bad things you could think of, and like a person rolled up in one. And obviously as a team with you know, Dominicans,
it's baseball,
and
you know.
a gay man, and yeah, right, as America's pastime, I guess this is a little hard. Asian man, he just it was not great, right, to have someone like that on your team. So he gets I think suspended and is allowed to come back. And
Darren is like, you know what, I'm going to quit because, you know, he ticks several boxes for which, you know, Mungit, this guy, you know, talked about, and he didn't feel supported by like the coach, you know, anything, and you have his business manager, you know, who Mars was telling him, you know, you can't quit, you know, he's getting into the sport now. You know, he sees how special, you know, not only is this, you know, baseball itself, but like Darren is to baseball.
Right.
And so he's encouraging him to stay and all of this. And Darren has a friend who's also a baseball player.
I don't know. We probably don't want to give it away.
But
it's like
something scandalous happens bigger than someone saying words about, you know, your race, your sexual orientation and things.
There was crime.
There was a crime.
There was a crime.
Completely blew my mind.
Oddly, the show ends on a rather upbeat note. Like it didn't end tragically. I mean, it ended tragically, but not tragically.
You saw an opening for more growth for Mars and Darren, possibly together. You know, I don't know.
It just it was really good, actually.
It was so good. So you want to talk about your favorite thing? Because we have the Alamo Magic Broadway Broads collab like sheets that came with our program pocket, which came in handy. I love that we have this now. I don't have to worry about my playbills getting bent, or you know, like I love this so much. So if you can go Alamo Magic, support your broad, support Ali from Alamo Magic, and get these.
It came in huge handy. Has this awesome spot for like a ticket stub basically at the top, and which is really great because they're not giving a lot of
tickets these days.
Although we did get one
because we had to pick them up at the box office.
Yeah,
they have to make sure you're dirty.
So I put, for me, my standout moments of the show being the working showers. There are working showers on the set. I put
and not even just like one. There's like 6 of them.
Yeah, there were a lot.
There was a lot.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked whenever they played baseball, because you could honestly I'd be like, oh, these are baseball players, like, because I don't know how they did it, but they looked like baseball players, even just like that, like
the uniforms help.
Yeah, maybe, yes. And just like the way they held the bats and whatnot. And this is me like not being like a sports aficionado or anything, but it looked good to me. Especially where I was sitting, it looked great. And then my standout moments of the show was Jesse Williams gets like really emotional at some point, and he has this like big like breakdown, and I was just like, oh man. And I was like, actually, now I think about it, the only thing I really know Jesse from is from Grey's Anatomy. We're huge Grey's Anatomy like watches, and come to think of it, he did have a big breakdown like that. I think it was after him and Kepner lost their baby. And he's a great dramatic, actor, and it really, it showed up here, and I was like, right.
And Sloan died.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's good. I really loved him. It was like not seeing him like as Jackson, but as Darren. I was like, yes, I liked it. And then I also put, oh no, that's a spoiler. I can't say it. I almost said it, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah, so I put my standout moment was when they do like the baseball game, and it's like this huge moment where like several people are hitting home runs and stuff like that. So everyone like, and the lighting and the sound design.
Yes.
For that was so great because it really sounded like they were hitting balls.
Yes.
And it's like it kind of gave off like posing vibes, like like, oh my god, it's just so nice. Like everyone hit a ball, and it was just everyone had their own pose, and it was just so great.
I think we've been to like 2 baseball games in our lives, and I was like, it kind of reminded me of like when they would come up to like to bat, and they all got their own like special like music. Yeah. I was like, oh, is this what they're doing? Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it.
Yeah, I also really like the way it opens and you see the team. I like when shows introduce everyone at once. Yes. Because it tells you that everyone is important. Yes. You know what I mean? So like it opens up, and
that's the start of the game.
They're playing the national anthem, and the rise is up, and here's the whole team standing in front of you, and then they all do a walk up together, and I just love non-choreo.
Yeah, it's great.
I love good staging. Which, because the stage is so small, set-wise, I would say I wasn't too like drilled with the set specifically. I think I really appreciated the clubhouse the most, which they had stools in it that they took off to like sit and stuff like that. But the cubbies looked really nice. like the baseball field was just kind of like these two think like Tootsie like panels
Mm-hmm.
that came in and out. But it you know that, but the lighting was nice. They had what do you call those lighting?
Like LED
LED strip lighting that worked really well.
What I really liked was like, okay, normal shows a spotlight. This show a diamond.
Yeah,
the spotlight's the shape of
like
a diamond. I thought that was so cool. But yeah,
I think Take Me Out would be a great like movie.
yes, what's the show? What's the play that became the show that was on with Jesse Odom Jr. and I said Jesse Odom Jr. Leslie Odom Jr. and
what are you thinking?
The one with is with Malcolm X and it would be something
about
like
last night.
Yeah, that like that. It could be. It would translate well, like something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because honestly, they could.
The vantage points would be great.
Yeah,
it would kind of be like it kind of like I could see it being filmed kind of like a PSA.
Yeah, you know, just go ahead and film it live. Go ahead. Oh, I don't know, maybe not. Because of the nudity thing. It's one thing to be nude in front of like a house of people, and one thing for it to be like
broadcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was really good. I'd like to see it again if I could.
Yeah.
Standout performances.
I said Jesse Tyler Ferguson as
same
Mars
bestie.
and the guy who played Mudget. His name is his name Mike
Mungit.
Yeah, Mungit.
Hey, I put that Joy. We put the same thing. That's
Shane Mungit. Michael Ober something German.
Mike Oberholzer. Oh my goodness, he is. Whew, he had this like one scene, and
I'm sure he's nothing like that character, so that even makes it even more amazing. Like,
we were like,
it's the voice he uses
when he promptly gets exited, but you can still hear him, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, it's the voice he used, it's the way he held his body. Like, I really believed him as like he played AAA baseball for years, possibly, you know, like decades. It seems like.
I thought he was from
AAA.
Yeah, right. You go from AAA to the major leagues, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I think so. Yeah, and I said Jesse Tyler Ferguson just because Jesse Tyler Ferguson's character, one would think so random. You know, like, he didn't really have anything to do with the plot, per se. You know, he didn't move the story along, per se. But he had his own story within their story. And I was just really rooting for him.
Yeah.
As, like, a person. Like, I really wanted him to be happy, you know, and, you know, he learns, you know, I just really appreciated that.
Yeah.
He was good.
Kippy was annoying. Oh my god, he was such a busy body.
Oh, freaking annoying.
Oh, he's like one of those, like, you know, one of those guys that like always wants to be like, he always wants you to know that he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's one of those guys. And I just like, I mean, not that I think he was a bad guy, but my heavens, it's just kind of like you're making money, enjoy it, and leave people alone. You know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, and he told Darren that he was like, "Aren't we friends?" Like, and Darren was like, "Are we friends? Like, or we just like teammates?" Like, you know, really? Like you can't. That's okay too.
Yeah, you can't mix up the two. Not saying he's gonna walk around hating the guy or like being rude to him, but like as a friend, like it wasn't him he called when he was sad. But, you know, so yeah, like
right. Well,
but you see from Kippy's point of view that Kippy did think that they were friends because Kippy called him.
Yeah, you're right.
And it just makes you, it makes you think about like how you're perceived to people and how people perceive you, and you know, like things like that. Like,
it was something.
It was so good though.
The best part of the show was when we exited the theater and we're outside just reorienting ourselves, and unbeknownst to me, I stand right next to who?
Brittany
who?
Oh, wait, I forgot her last name.
Oh, me too.
Mac. I was like, she has the same last name as the other queen. Brittany Mac from 6.
Oh my god!
And then I look over, and I saw Andrea Makase.
You remember her last name?
Yes.
But I'm that.
Yes.
Makase. Yeah.
I was like, Jared, is that Brittany? And I said, I think that's Andrea. And they were standing there like right next to us, and I was standing there, and Terrence was like, you say something. And I was like, no, I'm scared. I was like, okay. This is really hard for me to do because I don't like bothering people, and in general I don't like talking, to like strangers and things like that. But I was like, honestly I can't. What did I say, Cherish? Because I completely blanked out.
I think you just said hi. You said, I don't mean to interrupt, but like, hello. She was like, you were just surprised that, they were standing there, that you saw Brittany first, and then you saw Andrea, and you were like, wow, it's the Queens. And they were like, yeah. And they were really like gracious and stuff like that. So then we had a little chit chat about the show. They were like, did you guys just see the show? And we were like, yeah. And we were like, well, we didn't know that was going to happen. And then Brittany said she read it in college at some point. So she knew that was going to happen. And then we just had a little chit chat about, the things. And then Joy and I took a selfie with our playbill. And then I was like, screw it. And because they were still there. And I was like, do you mind if we get a picture of you? And they was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And so we got a picture. Went to the Queens from 6. Could not have planned it.
Should we insert the picture?
I will do my best. I don't know. Joy, do you want to insert the picture? Like Joy said, like, oh, we
Church
should
is our resident editor.
And it's horrible. You guys watch our videos. I'm not a great editor at all. I tried to get this like new editing like software and had no idea what the hell I was doing. Like I was like, I don't know what to do, and I just promptly like exited that program and just went back to my little basic video editor or whatever that comes.
Yeah, but it was nice because also they were like, I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing 6 for my 6th time. I remember saying that.
Yeah, and then
and Brittany was like, did you see 6 as Joy since Joy has come? And I was like, yeah, I have actually. And Church was like, her name's Joy, and I was like, my name's Joy.
And then Brittany sang Joy a song that went like this, Joy, something like that. I was like, wow, Joy's really getting serenaded right now by like a queen, but whatever.
Yeah, so, and we said bye, and then Church almost got hit by a car crossing the street.
This is true.
So we had a great time at Take Me Out.
Thank you so much, Brittany and Andrea, for like taking the time to talk to us. That was really sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the show is closing soon, Take Me Out, but just as you might know, because of the nudity, I wouldn't take small children to see the show. Or, mature teenagers at that, maybe. Maybe not. But if you would.
They could go see it in college if they're like college does it or something like that.
I do wonder, and I realized during the show, like, I was like, oh, the mics are at the front of the stage. And I was like, why wouldn't they just wear mics? I know why, because they take off all their clothes and you can't have mics taped to your body underneath like actual working water with like great. This showers had pressure better than many New York City apartments. Like amazing. It came down like.
There was. I wonder if the water is warm.
Yeah, that was my question. I wonder if it's warm because they had their whole heads underneath and like actually like wiping their bodies. Like, where were the loofahs or the washcloths?
I don't know. I was personally annoyed with them putting on their clothes after them showers and like
not drying
off their butt cheeks because then their like underwear was like wet and I was like I couldn't live with myself.
I wouldn't be able to put on clothes with wet underwear. They were committed for sure.
Oh my goodness! My favorite part is like when Jesse comes out like nude because it's definitely like alluded to as something like, and then he finally actually like gets fully like nude and like the hush that happens like basically like shh, shh, like don't make a big deal out of it. Like
the girl next to me was like she literally let out like audible gasp. So I was like, all right.
And then when the shelves came by, the girl behind us goes, "Just real water." Like,
yeah.
But that was fun. So we had a great time and Take Me Out.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.